What? Oh, shit. Hold on. I need to do my
What
curtain.
did you fucking think we were doing here, Joe? You're just getting into the Discord chat to have a fucking talk about? Like,
Just
that's...
let him. Kane. Just let him be.
Usually we'd shoot the shit for 5 or 10 minutes before we actually start recording anything, Kane.
Yeah, but then JD said some dumb, crazy shit, and I was like, I want to get that recorded.
That's fair.
Ooh, JD is such a rebel.
All right, talk amongst yourselves. Give me half a minute.
Yeah, we're talking about whatever we want to talk about. Mostly
Mostly
the structure
the state
of the
of
structure.
things.
I mean, that works.
Yep. So.
Yep. How you doing, JD?
I'm living large and I'm in charge.
Welcome to Butcher Block Horror Podcast, where we exhume horror movies from the past and cut into what makes them so delectable.
Yeah.
I'm Kane.
I am JD.
Holy shit, JD.
Holy shit, what?
The Sausage King of Chicago?
Some people like to call me the Sausage King, but,
It's awesome. So excited to finally meet you.
Who the fuck are you?
Oh, yeah, I'm Joe. Sorry, I forget sometimes.
All right, this is a completely skippable episode because we're just going to be shooting the shit about the past season.
That is to say that any of our other episodes aren't completely skippable.
Whoa, Joe. Hey.
Huh? What?
Sales, buddy. Don't do it. Just,
Yeah, you just sounded the Kane alarm, though. Whoa.
Yeah.
No, all the other episodes are fucking gold. This is just one that you can skip over.
I saw Joe in my mind being dropped down very slowly by some type of pulley scaling between like laser beams and a...
Oh, yeah, because I set off the alarm.
Mhm.
What the fuck are you talking about, JD? And then I'm like, oh, okay.
Yeah, I'm getting weird.
I like it. You can get weird with me anytime you want.
I mean, I still have no real idea what the fuck he's talking about.
Well, just pretend. Humor me. Make me feel good quick.
You're a beautiful human being, and I'm quite fond of you.
You are beautiful in every single way.
You're beautiful. It's true.
Oh, wow.
But I'll never be with you, JD.
Wow. Thanks for the tickle, you guys. You guys really got me.
Is that what you needed?
Yeah.
Good.
Yeah.
It's a good tickle,
We do what we can here.
which is very little.
Anyway, today we're throwing our most recent season onto the slab and
Yeah.
talking about our favorite portions of it. If you enjoy the taste of these feasts of fright, then give us a like and subscribe on the good old YouTube.
Do it.
Making sure to click the bell so you can be notified any other times we commit crimes against your ear holes.
Sounds weird when you say it like that.
Yeah.
That's the point, Joe. That was the point. I didn't say it so that it wasn't weird. You know what I mean?
All right. Okay.
I guess that's sort of what we do.
We have a website, I think. I haven't been there in a minute, but
It should still be there. I don't know.
I think it's still there.
Did you pay the bill?
Yeah. We give you brainworms.com.
.com.
Yeah, dot what?
.com.
Yeah, I'm glad you corrected that. Yeah, but you could you could go to our Funky Fresh Discord community through that website and not trying to force anybody's hand or anything like that, but there is a button right next to the Discord link button.
Oh, go ahead and force their hands.
Yeah.
Make them.
No, hey, no, that's not how we operate here, okay? We want volunteers to click the Patreon link.
Can we at least encourage strongly?
No, I hate that kind of stuff. It's there. If you click on that button and you're like, you know what? I have an extra $3 that I was just going to hide in my couch cushions for that one day when the ice cream truck happens to make it to my neighborhood and I can go out and get that creepy SpongeBob thing. Instead of that SpongeBob thing, you'll have access to our Patreon.
What the fuck are you talking about?
Have you never been to an ice cream truck, Joe?
Not since the 90s.
Okay, well, I have been. And they have a lot of weird fucking ice creams. And one of them was a SpongeBob ice cream.
With gumball eyes.
Yep, gumball ice.
Okay.
I'm sorry that you missed out on anything golden, Joe.
I mean, I still Eat ice cream?
Yeah. Have you ever had a Choco Taco?
Oh,
Yeah, I've had a Choco Taco. They're good.
I don't fucking believe you. I think you're full of lies,
I want one right now.
right?
Yeah, I would like a Choco Taco. That sounds tasty.
I liked the Pink Panther heads. I don't know why.
No, I totally remember digging those as well.
They had like purple gumball eyes.
Or the Flintstones. I think they were Flintstones. The orange sherbets.
Sherbet.
Yeah, they were push pops.
Yeah.
Those are great.
Those are really good. I want one right now.
Yeah, I was also quite fond of the rocket ship one.
Yeah, those were good. Like, I vaguely remember one that looked like Mario, but it didn't because it was like a horrible fucking homunculus.
Exactly. That's what I was talking about. Is you would go and you would see these, they'd have all these bright, colorful advertisements on the side of the truck, right? And you'd see it, and it would be like a cartoon character. For me, it was like Pink Panther and Super Mario and that kind of stuff. And you would get it.
Ninja Turtles.
Yeah.
Ninja Turtles, yes. And then you would open the package.
It was just a mess.
It was just a fucking nightmare because the thing had like melted a little bit and then refroze, melted a little bit, refroze.
It could get pretty hot in Chicago. So yeah, I remember some.
You would eat it just because it wanted to die.
Yeah, grotesquely mutilated ice cream heads.
Kill me.
Yeah, I don't want to exist any longer. That was a basic premise there, I think.
Yeah. Now I just want some ice cream.
Now I'm thrown way the fuck off of where I was. I was telling a story about going to get a SpongeBob ice cream from the ice cream truck, and then Joe threw me off by having no idea what the fuck I was talking about.
Right.
Ice cream truck drivers giving you a sponge bath? Is that what I just heard?
Is that a thing that you get in Chicago?
Yeah, they drive around and offer sponge baths in the summertime.
You just have to know how to ask for them.
I dislike cops, but I think you might need to call someone about that, JD.
Yeah, that might not be a licensed ice cream truck operator.
No, I'm pretty sure sponge bath offering is not okay. So we'll talk after the show. All right. I don't want to make light of this very serious topic.
It's fine. You can call me.
Instead, we'll talk about season 5 zombie movies, which was basically just a long-winded hand job for George Romero.
Yeah. It was just an excuse for you to watch a bunch of George Romero movies, I think.
Or George Romero inspired movies.
Oh, sure. Yeah.
That's the thing. Is if you watch a modern zombie movie that isn't directed by Zack Snyder, even the ones directed by Zack Snyder are at least somewhat influenced by George Romero.
I mean, they took the wrong lessons from George Romero, but there's definitely a lineage there.
I feel like just like Michael Bay has ruined film.
Yeah.
Modern box office, what do they call them? The summer blockbusters.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Bay, his influence has really done some damage.
That was my best Transformer impersonation.
Yeah, it was good.
Thanks.
I mean, I gathered, I just didn't want to acknowledge it.
You didn't want to dignify it with a response.
I didn't.
But then he called attention to it, so we kind of had to.
Yeah.
It's like the any attention is good
It
attention.
was like, look at me, look at me, look at me.
Right.
Like the kid that would deliberately act like an asshole just to get some kind of acknowledgement.
Yeah.
Yep.
Yeah, so I figure what we'll do is we'll wrap up this season, kind of do what we normally do. Joe, give me your favorite movie from this season, and then give me your least favorite movie from this season.
Sure. We watched a lot of good movies this season. Shaun of the Dead, I think, you can make an argument for it being just the best zombie movie of all time.
It's on the list.
Yeah. 28 Days Later, also very good. Pontypool, I liked, I think, more than the two of you did.
That tracks.
But we all enjoyed it.
Yeah, it was fun.
So that would definitely be my top 3.
And then what was your least favorite?
I mean, again, it's a strong list, so it's hard. I don't think any of the movies we watched were truly bad. Cemetery Man, I think, would definitely be the weakest. It kind of fell apart.
Right.
It fell apart and dissolved into its own ass in such a way that... like, I'm glad to have seen it once, but I'll never watch it again.
Right. I feel that. All right. Well, I don't think I really want to talk about the things we improved because the season hasn't really changed since we changed format.
Yeah. I mean, aside from the power of friendship, like I think our bond has grown stronger.
Well, that's just because I love both of you guys.
Oh, yeah.
Ah.
And it's easy because you're beautiful.
Because you're beautiful.
Do 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 do.
Do.
If one of the two of you could hit that high note, I would just fall out of my chair.
I can't.
No, not going to happen.
That's not my wheelhouse. No.
Not too many can.
Hey, did you have anything that you wanted to say about the last season? I think you said it all. I mean, this is a strong season. Almost every movie was really good.
Yeah.
Even the ones that would be considered stinkers were still pretty fucking good.
Like The Serpent and the Rainbow, I felt was kind of just okay.
That's where I'm with that too.
Especially, again, given that we watched so many great zombie movies. I think that even the ones that were just kind of mediocre stand out more.
Yeah, no, you're right. All right, well then, JD, give me your top movie and your least favorite movie.
I'd love to. So I'm going to have to go ahead and pat Stuart Gordon on the back and pin Reanimator right up at the top of my favorite list. Because Reanimator is that's on all my favorite horror film lists of all time. Right after that, though, I'm going to have to go and sneak 28 Days Later in there. That's another one of my all-time faves. And I think watching it again this time sort of helped me realize that there's just a whole lot of good in that film. I favor it a great deal. Night of the Living Dead. I mean, how can you go wrong with a classic of that magnitude?
The reason that all the other movies on the list exist.
Yeah, essentially. You can't really not trace the others back.
Yeah.
You know, and we talked about Zombie, the Dawn of the Dead re-edit by Dario Argento, but I feel like the Romero version, like the full-on Romero version, just straight up Dawn of the Dead, I think that is actually one of my favorite zombie films. Day of the Dead too. I mean, those might even be a photo finish for me, but I could just keep naming. I mean, I love Shaun of the Dead.
That's what I was saying. Try to trim it down.
That's the trimmed version of that. So as far as the films that I connected with a little less, I enjoyed Pontypool for all of the commentary it was making, because I feel like it was making one of the stronger statements out of all of the Night of the Living Dead. That's very strong statement too, especially at the time it came out, 1968. So Pontypool, I felt a little less connected to only because of its lack of gore.
Oh, sure.
I kind of live for the gore and the special effects and the prosthetic effects, and it lacked a little bit of that for me. Rewatching Serpent and the Rainbow was fun. I still enjoy it, but I think I enjoyed it more in my youthful brain.
And that happens sometimes.
Yeah, when you sort of revisit something after an extended period of time, you kind of recognize what it is and what it isn't.
What I am is what I am.
Nope.
What you are.
Nope. Stop.
No?
Enough.
No?
Enough of that. Nope. None of that.
Oh,
You got pretty far into the verse, though. Or was that the chorus?
That was
It's
the chorus.
one of them.
But yeah.
Gotcha.
I mean, it's whatever. It has no business being here.
Right.
Get that shit out of here.
Did you just block Joe's shot? Damn.
I will not be censored by you, Kane.
I know. Nobody puts baby in the corner, Kane.
Exactly.
Can't do it. Yeah, it was just a fun season. All in all, a fun season. I feel like, there was a good amount of growth as a podcast, as a horror talk show, if you will. I feel like we're getting to know each other better in this capacity. It's a little different when you're in a room with someone. Behind a microphone is a little different. I still got to add but yeah, as far as season 6 is concerned, I'm looking forward to it.
Yeah.
Excellent.
Let me ask you, Kane.
I was just going to
I know you were about to say it,
it.
but I just want to ask you, what were your favorite parts of Zombie Season 5?
My favorite zombie movie of all time is Night of the Living Dead.
Hell yeah.
Hands down, it's always been, always will be. It's impossible to not see the tendrils of that film in every other zombie movie I've ever seen.
It's the bar.
So as far as that's concerned, night, dawn, and day, I'm just going to smush them together. The Romero zombie films, the first 3 ones he did, those are my favorite.
Yeah.
And so we're just going to dive into some of the lesser connected ones.
Sure.
I have a really good time with Night of the Creeps.
Okay.
There's just a certain nostalgia and joy that comes from watching that movie, as campy as it is. I just have a really good time with that film.
It's very 80s.
It's super 80s.
It's gushing 80s.
And then I would say that Shaun of the Dead is up there as far as like taking what George was doing and being like, hey, let's do the same thing that George was doing, but also make it funny.
Sure.
And I feel like that needs its own special tip of the hat. And then I honestly think that Lucio Fulci's zombie, in regards to just fucking kills, just like that's probably one of my favorite movies of,
We got to see a zombie versus a shark.
Exactly. Zombie versus shark.
That ruled.
Yeah, that's pretty amazing. As far as my least favorite movies, it's a toss-up. I remember liking Serpent in the Rainbow.
Yeah.
And I don't dislike it. I'm just not that into it anymore. It felt cheesier than I remembered it being.
Although less racist than I expected it to be.
Right? Well, I mean, I don't remember, I've watched the movie multiple times. So it's like, as I'm looking back on it, I'm like, I don't remember ever being like, ooh.
Well, they kind of did have a white guy saving the day,
They did have some of that.
That was one of the things at the end of the movie that made me just go like, ugh. Mm-hmm. I think we even talked about that during the episode. It's just like, oh, seriously?
Mm-hmm. It was an unnecessary touch.
On, movie.
Yeah, like, why does he get the fucking leopard as his fucking spirit animal? I'm still a really big fan of just like people having goldfish as their spirit animal.
Sure.
Or like a walking stick. Like, I think that's just an exciting concept. Like,
Twizzlers.
Cockroach.
My fucking spirit animal is the stink bug. And that's why they continuously climb on top of my drinks and try to shoot stink bug juice into my mouth.
Ooh.
I think that might just be because you have bad insulation in your house.
Yeah, I mean, that's probably a good portion of that, Joe.
You also raise a stink bug farm.
Yeah, also you do just farm them.
If you kept that outside, you might do better.
I had no idea that was going to be a bit that you guys were going to try to run with.
Well, you just need to expect it.
So now I have no idea really how to respond.
Yes, and Kane. It's improvisational comedy. You just got to go with it.
Yeah, I don't do improv comedy. All right.
Improv comedy does kind of suck, actually.
It depends. Kids in the Hall are good.
Yeah, Kids in the Hall's great. But yeah, that was where I'm going.
I want to talk about Kane's stink bug farm some more.
Yeah, I'm down.
My imaginary stink bug farm?
Yeah, imaginary.
Mm-hmm. Air quotes.
So now, am I raising the current species that destroys crops and invades your home? Or am I raising their arch nemesis, which is the...
You let us know. You're the one with the stink bug farm.
I feel like you're initially farming the crop destroying ones to later farm the ones that will defeat them as a profit making venture.
You wanted to be the hero. You wanted to make the climate so you could emerge as a golden hero.
Like a real capitalist, you want to create a problem and then sell the solution.
But the stink bug problem already existed long before my imaginary farm.
But we're talking about you today.
Yeah.
This is just getting dumber and dumber. Like,
that's what happens when we don't have a movie to talk about.
Well, I mean, I honestly don't know. I mean, what else should we talk about?
We've got 13 movies to talk about, to be fair.
I actually do have a thing that I wanted to insert.
Stick it in.
Oh, baby.
We're ready.
Fucking swear.
Kane, spit on it.
No, I'm not. It's going in dry, JD. You asked for this.
I'm a classy gentleman, and I use appropriate lubricant, okay? How dare you accuse me of spitting on it?
No, he's trying to get everyone involved, Joe. That's what he was trying to do.
That's how this works.
JD wanted to share the joke with everybody. like a birthday cake, everybody gets a slice.
Oh, gross. No. I'm good. Let's move on.
Anal birthday.
Anal birthday. What a terrible pornography.
Good band name, though.
That's one good thing about this podcast is if any band members that are nameless in the world, we could supply your band name in 2 Shakes of Satan's Tail.
It's true. That's also a good band name.
2 Shakes of Satan's Tail?
I like
That's more of an album title.
Oh, sure. That tracks.
Unless you're like an emo band or something.
So the band would be the Zombie Season, and it would be 2 Shakes of Satan's Tail.
That works.
What were your favorite individual zombies of the movies that we watched this season?
Ooh, I got one.
Oh, shit. I think the opening zombie, Jawless Zombie in Day of the Dead.
That's a good one.
It's one of my favorite.
Yeah, they look sharp.
And Bub. I like Bub a lot.
Can't go wrong with Bub.
That gross leathery skin.
Mine would be the zombie laying on that gurney, or not even the full zombie, the parts of the zombie that were laying on the gurney in Return of the Living Dead, and they were sort of quizzing it, you know.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Why do you like to eat brains? And it's like, it makes the pain. Wait, no, that's Homer, Grandpa Simpson's voice. I don't know if I could do the zombie's voice any justice.
It makes the pain.
The pain go away.
Yeah, okay.
I can't believe I started off, though, doing Grandpa Simpson.
Yeah, I mean, it was a good Grandpa Simpson.
That's one of your defaults, actually.
Yeah.
Yeah. Kind of like my Willem Dafoe / Danny DeVito voice.
Yeah.
That's not like a default, Joe. That's the only one you have.
Yeah.
You don't have other ones that you can cycle through. Default implies extra settings.
Sure,
yeah, that's what I'm saying.
See how much you could learn about us during a season recap if only you tune in? You were just telling people to throw this one away. How dare you?
No, I was telling people that we're not talking about a movie. So if there was an episode of Butcher Block they should skip, it would be one of these.
Gotcha. Still unfortunate you had to say it.
This is solid gold content.
Yeah. Gold star.
All right, well, if you guys are done patting yourselves on the ass.
I'm mostly patting JD on the ass.
And I pat myself on the front side, by the way. Sure. So, yeah.
Okay.
What?
Well, he said he pats himself on the front side. Joe is going to give him some room to finish what he's working on so we can get back to this.
Same latitude, different longitude.
Oh, sure. My favorite zombies from this season were definitely Zombie Ed from Shaun of the Dead, because he's just lovable. Mm-hmm. You want to hang out with that zombie. Bub rates high. Bub is, I think, many people's favorite zombie in all of zombie cinema.
Mm-hmm.
And just the cavalcade of weird shit in Cemetery Man. Like, you can't really pick out one undead abomination because it's just a parade of bizarro.
Yeah. I mean, the motorcyclist was a really good, weird zombie.
Yeah, it just made a lot of weird-ass choices.
I'm just trying to figure out the world. Not that I want to talk about Cemetery Man this whole episode, but just why on earth would you bury a loved one attached to the machine they died on?
Yeah, well, maybe he was just attached to it.
Yeah, but I mean, you can remove them. It's not 1910, right? You can dislodge flesh from metallic objects.
That's true. But, it's what he loved. I don't know. I'm trying to think of excuses. It was very stupid.
It was pretty dumb. But yeah, I think that those are some solid choices, Joe, for favorite zombies.
Did we want to say anything about rehashing a little bit of...
I want some hash.
Yeah, right.
Hashish?
No, like breakfast hash.
Oh.
Like the special episode at all? Did we want to reiterate any point?
No. That's what that episode was there for, JD.
Gotcha.
A lot of this starts to feel like we're just talking to fill up time.
We're just playing for time. Yeah, I think we're done. I think we've run out of shit to say.
That's fair.
All right. We're done here.
Yeah.
If you've listened to this episode and you got to this part,
thank you.
Congratulations.
You really are a trooper. And we think highly of you, you invisible, faceless person.
To the extent that Kane thinks highly of anyone.
I think highly of a lot of people, right?
I don't know. You hate a lot of people, too.
Yeah, but how many of those people don't deserve a little bit of my ire? Exactly. And honestly, if we're really going to approach this where does my ire really factor into anything? Why does it matter? It doesn't. It's true. It doesn't at all. And that's not just because nothing matters, but,
Yeah. Nothing else matters.
So if you've listened this far and you're still listening after that little ramble, thanks a lot. You can find us at WeGiveYouBrainworms.com, as well as most of the places the podcasts live. Mm-hmm. Send us a message. Send us an email. Comment on one of our videos. Review us. Do things that show that people interact with our show. So
it helps.
And share us with people. Share us with friends.
Expand our tentacles out into the world of people's ears.
You know what? Honestly, if you only listen to us because we annoy the hell out of you and you like to sit back and be like, God, I hate these guys. Weaponize us.
Yeah. Use us to hurt your enemies.
Yeah. Send us to people you don't necessarily like that much. Let them get an earful of the tomfuckery that we commit to.
Play us at your job to alienate your coworkers.
Anyway.
Yeah, if you want to keep people away from the water cooler in your office, go ahead and play this, on a small speaker.
Ask your friend to borrow the aux cable in their car and no longer have to have that friend. That's still a thing. Like, let me plug my phone into the...
No, Joe, it's all Bluetooth now. It's all Bluetooth
now. Yeah.
But yeah, you could also go to, if you're doing this through YouTube, make sure to follow to like, subscribe, and click the bell.
Click the bell, yeah, do it.
I did it before you this time, Joe. Before you.
Yeah.
Yeah, so we'll be taking a couple weeks off, and then we'll be back at it full force, full of piss and or vinegar.
Yep.
Talking about horror movies.
Gently kissing your ears with our words.
Whoa, Joe, no.
Strumming your pain with our fingers.
Singing your life with our song.
Sorry, Kane. Au revoir, everybody.
Bye, everybody.
Stupid but efficient. I want one right now. It makes the pain. Wait, no. That's Homer, Grandpa Simpson's voice. The pain go away.